Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Laurent. You can call me Black. So today what we'll be looking at is we'll be continuing with our trade pattern series. And the pattern that we'll be looking at today is the descending triangle pattern. So a lot of you guys have been asking me to make a video about this one. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. A descending triangle pattern, well, it's actually self-explanatory. It's a pattern that looks like a descending triangle. So what the pattern consists of is actually two things: a support area or a support zone and a descending trend line. The way it works is that prices come in here and they consolidate between these two zones here, between the trend line and the zone. So that's how the descending triangle pattern looks like. Now, how do you trade a descending triangle pattern? A descending triangle pattern is actually traded after the breakout. So if you spot a descending triangle pattern, anyways, let's use the same drawing. So if you spot a descending triangle pattern as so, what you have to do is actually wait for a breakout, either on the low side, which is the most common breakout. It's the most common here. Prices are creating lower lows. So that means the bears have more strength than the bulls. That means we're in a downtrend, right? That is why this is the most likely scenario. Although sometimes this also happens. Prices break from the upside and then keep on pushing higher. Although this one is very, very rare. So most of the times that what you should be expecting is to see prices break on the low side and keep on pushing lower. Okay. Now, how do you trade after the breakout? Now, depending on the type of trader that you are, you'll have to actually wait and see. For instance, for me, I'm a retest trader. So that means after the breakout, I wait for the retest and then look for my entries here and take the trade. Similar scenario, breakout, I wait for the retest and take the trade. Okay. But if you're a breakout trader, oh my God, excuse me. Okay. So if you're a breakout trader, what you'll do is that you'll have to wait for just the breakout and then a close above this trend line and you'll take the trade. Similarly down here, just the breakout and then you take the trade, right? After the market closes below the zone. So these trades actually provide very nice risk to reward ratios and which can be very reliable. They provide risk to reward ratios anywhere from 1:1 to 1:4, 1:3 to 1:4. That's why I love them. And the way that you spot where you place your take profit is that after a breakout and a retest, the distance from the highest peak to the zone has to be the same with the distance from the retest to where your take profit should be. So for instance here, this is where I'll be placing my take profit. So for instance, in this theoretical drawing, my take profit will be 1:3:9. I mean 1:3.9, almost 4. So you can actually see that these are very reliable. Now, but this is just theory, right? Now let's look into the charts and see how that one can actually be applied in it. Now, there are a lot of how do I say this? There are a lot of descending triangle pattern scenarios. For instance, this one here on the USD card. I do remember sending you guys this chart here yesterday on the free group and the premiums that you should buy after this breakout here, right? Okay, so back to the drawing. You can look at this one, for instance. This was a similar zone. This one was the descending triangle, right? The break, after the break, it broke on the upside. This is one of the rare occasions where the prices break on the upside. After the break, retest, and now prices are pushing higher. So if you're actually watching this video within the first 2 hours of release, I'd advise you to look for the 4-hour closure and wait to take this trade to the moon. Okay, so this is the first scenario type in which you can actually trade off this pattern, right? But as you know me, I like to give you a direct example from the daily time frame, which you know that can be reliable, that has happened in the past. So let us dive right into it. Okay. I don't know. Let's zoom out so that you can spot them easily. Let's see here if it actually fits the criteria. Okay, now this is an example here of what you'll be facing in the market once you want to trade off these patterns. Yeah, it fits the criteria, right? So you can actually see prices. Let me move this one. I'll actually place it later on. You can actually see prices from here. Prices were creating lower lows as descending, and then they broke below this zone here, retesting it, and then pushing all the way down here. Let's see if the criteria actually fits the trend line as so. And then after the retest all the way down here, take profit would have been hit. Okay, so this is a direct example from the previous from back testing the data to actually show you that this descending triangle pattern actually works. So without further ado, guys, thank you for giving me your time. And if you're still here, if you've watched this video early, look if you can catch this USD opportunity, USD CAD. So where should your take profit be? Your take profit should be in this zone right here. As you can see, it's the same distance from the support to the head. So right now, if you actually go and take this trade, you'll be having a good $3.2. Look at that. You'll be having a good 1:3.2 risk to reward ratio. So it's a very decent, good trade. Thank you guys for giving me your time. I hope this video has been of value. If so, give us a quick like and don't forget to subscribe below so that you can be notified whenever I release more content. Thank you.